Look, if you feel like a rock star, a movie star, a sports star, this is the necklace for you.
So, I gotta give them back to you. Again, I'm sorry, I hope I didn't mix it up.
No, I'll figure it out.
That is just, I love that. Byzantine, my all-time favorite. There is nothing more luxurious than a Byzantine necklace. Absolutely undeniable. Right, we have a launch. We're making it available for the very first time here on HSN. It's a hammered Rololink bracelet or Rolo necklace. It is our showstopper in this hour. This is what you've seen a lot of our lovely models wearing, including, of course, our supermodel Angie over there, and certainly so many of our hosts as well over the past few days. This is the piece, if it looks familiar. We have it obviously as a necklace. I think it's now $129 on special for the debut. In the bracelet, we are offering two sizes, a small medium or a medium large. Okay, in the bracelet, you see a lot of folks have ordered this just from seeing it on television from the past week. So I only have 150 left, and we have sold out of the silver in this. Oh, wow, okay. So the silver has already sold out in the bracelet. I have the gold remaining.
Seriously?
It's already gone. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you know, Paul, when folks see something, it just, you know.
Well, because you guys know a good, beautiful piece of jewelry when you see it. So this is a brand new design, and we call it a hammered Rolo, but I have to tell you, it's inspired by the door knockers that you see in the old streets of Florence, Italy, Firenze. And you cannot walk down one of these old tiny streets and every door has a more fabulous door knocker on it. Lots of designs. I have scads of pictures of doorknobs. People think I'm nuts. When they travel with me, they're like, you're gonna really take pictures of doorknobs? I'm like, yeah. Look at how it moves, because this is made for you in Italy. Everything articulated, feels so great. If this piece was done for you by a designer brand in mystery metal, it would be $600.
Right.
In gold, it would be $20,000. Wow. Okay, that's the look you are getting. And since you guys are snapping up the bracelets, you clearly understand and recognize that. It feels expensive, it feels important, it looks expensive and important. You can tell that quality is there. I know the workshop that did this. I know my friend Juliana who designed it. And everything about it just screams Italian luxury.
Now, when you're in Italy, how much Italian are you speaking?
I am officially almost fluent. Wow. I took the C1 test and I got 100% on it, so.
That's incredible.
And I asked my instructor, I said, what about the C2, which that means you're like native? Okay. He said, nobody passes the C2. He said, an Italian can't pass it. I was like, really? He's like, no, he said it's impossible. I was like, okay. So yeah, I end up speaking a lot of Italian now, but it's been a journey, you know, getting here. And
were you good at languages at school?
Yeah, but I never studied Italian until later in life. I was fluent in German after college, I think, but Italian, and here's the thing, when I was at the Gold Show in Vicenza in January, it was the first time I had gone and my Italian was way better because I'd really been working on it. And all of the designers were able to speak to me about their collections in Italian. Well, it was so much more beautiful than it was in English. One, their English is not as good as their Italian. Two, Italian is a very beautiful, florid language with beautiful words to describe beautiful, beautiful jewelry. And I just found myself like just in love with the descriptions and how beautiful the jewelry is. So that's what you're getting right here. This is a brand new piece. We have it for you in the bracelet. We have it for you in the necklace. Comes with an extender on it, by the way. Also, you'll have to show the lobster claw, which is enormous. Yeah. Oh, wait, they're on me. That's fine. Look at this lobster claw. It's like...
It's a big one.
That would be $450 in gold. Yes. The clasp. Yeah. I kid you not. Yeah. You should try and buy a clasp someday. You'll faint at the price of it. Each of these links, we call it a hammered Rolo. I don't know. It's door knockers for me. I just think it's beautiful. You don't have it. We've never done it before. Beautiful on Angie. That looks beautiful on you. I love how glamorous and rich that looks. Wow.
We're getting a lot of people asking about the Byzantine necklace that we just did. Folks wanting to know which was the gold and which was the Bellezza.
Sure.
Rob, is the plan to come back to that Byzantine necklace? Is that something we're going to do? That's 600. We're going to keep an eye on it. And if we do, we will most certainly reveal that.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, it just depends on how many are left, folks, but that is exciting.
I actually wear them together, and people just can't even believe, like, you have 2 of those?
Right,
like, you know, they're just... Did I ever tell you about the guy that came up and said his son wanted to meet me at the grocery store?
What happened?
A guy came up to me at the grocery store and said, my son would like to meet you. And I look over, the kid's like 10. I said, why? He says, your jewelry, he thinks you're a celebrity. I was like, well, I'm not, but I'm happy to say hello. It's, you know, it's funny when you have beautiful jewelry like this, it's suddenly, you're the one they say, would you like to be upgraded to first class?
Isn't that the truth?
Would you like a free glass of champagne? Let me bring you a dessert, because you look like you have the bucks,
right?
And you're gonna like run up a bill, and you're gonna come back, and so they wanted to really treat you well. That's what it, in fact, my other story that I love, in Milan, 4 or 5 years ago, I wanted to eat at this restaurant that is very hard to get into, has Michelin stars, blah, blah, blah. I called, and they said that 6 months out was the soonest I could get a reservation. I'm like, oh, for goodness sake. So I went there, I walked by. Now, I'm wearing shorts and have a Hawaiian shirt on and flip-flops. It's summer in Milan. I'm a tourist.
Right.
And I talked to the hostess at the front, and I said, is there any chance I could eat here tonight? And she looked at me, but then she saw all the jewelry. I had all this jewelry on Bellezza. And she said, un momento, eh? And she went inside, and she came back up, see, we have a table for you special tonight. So, got in, and I am convinced that they put us in a private dining room because they didn't want anyone to see what we looked like because of our clothes.
Because
we looked like Americans on holiday. And you know what? Dinner was overrated. It wasn't even that good.
But they still seated you because they saw you had all the jewelry on.
My outfit was so bad, so American summer outfit. And they looked at the jewelry and they're like, you know what? He's probably going to drop $1,000 on dinner. And they made a mistake on that one.
One Diet Coke later. Well, this is truly an amazing opportunity to, again, experiment with these high-end looks. This one, our showstopper for the evening, and a beautiful opportunity to get your hands on our launch of the hammered